the stairs, up and down, ups and downs. Don't pretend you've never been there. You kiss me like an overdramatic actor who's starving for work, with one last shot to make it happen.
I think this is the last road. I'm not too sure, I don't remember. But seeing that we're following a car, we won't be going too fast. I guess I can talk a little more. And I don't really care if I run out of memory or battery at this point, because I think this will be the last video that I'm going to take while I'm on the road. I still have another camera for all the other stuff like the establishing shots and all that. But essentially, a lot of these riders I see a lot, and some of these are from the city, and they're local riders which I ride with, and I enjoy riding with them because they're in my area, so I can actually start a ride in the city and I don't have to go this far. But these are some pretty high-speed sweepers. We're going about 60-something miles per hour. 67? Yeah, guess that's 70. But I mean, the road is wide open, so it's not like we're going in over our heads or anything. And I've recently, on one of my rides, the North Bay ride, I found myself relatively slower. Not that I'm trying to keep up, you know, because if you try to keep up and you go over your limit, you are bound to crash. But I wanted to find out why they were faster or why they would pull away in the turn. So I got advice from a lot of people on the forum, and during the rain, I really couldn't put them to the test until yesterday. And I found out a lot of it was plain basics. A lot of it was the basics. When you're turning, you have to look through the turn. If you're following a group like this, you don't want to be stuck looking at the rider in front of me. You don't want to be stuck staring at them, because that will hinder your turn. Instead, you want to continue to look through the turn. You want to look past these riders, past any obstacles in front of you, and look fully through the turn. But just keep them, the rider in front of you, in your peripheral vision, and kind of tailor your throttle control to that. You know that there's an object in front of you, and you just want to, you don't have to know what it is. You can just see that there's an object in front of you. Adjust your throttle to that, but you want to continue to maintain looking through the turn fully, and note that where your exit is and everything like that. Because if a decreasing radius comes out of nowhere and you're staring at the person in front of you, all of a sudden he cuts off and goes around, and what are you? You're stuck going somewhere else. And you'll go wide. Damn these guys. But see, as long as I look through the turn, I will make the turn fairly easily. You do want to avoid going in too hot. It's always better to go in slow, and then you can gas your way out. Another thing, the number 2 thing that's very important in completing some of these turns, Jesus Christ, 80 miles per hour, is to simply stay loose. You need to stay loose on the bars. I mean, once you set your turn, you want to stay loose, because you don't want to upset the bike suspension. I mean, you already set the turn for it. It'll do the rest for you, but if you keep pressure on the bars, it's not going to want to turn. You're just going to keep it from doing what it needs to do. So you just gotta remember, any of you new riders out there, you guys, it's what at least it's what I learned. You need to stay light on the bars when you do the turn, and you need to fully look through the turn. And these guys just completely dusted me. Only because I'm talking to you guys. Ha ha ha. Good one, right? At least I don't have anyone I need to catch up with. So I had nobody to play with. I don't have to push my limit. Play it safe because the ride's almost over and the worst thing I want is to crash. Speaking of crash, I must point out, Vanzo15, he recently crashed a Ninja 250, and I must say he has a lot of guts to put it up there. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you already have a really bruised ego crashing if you ever crash, and especially if you know what the mistake is. And then for him to post it online to tell everyone, that takes a lot of guts, and I respect him for that. And hopefully he has a speedy recovery. If you guys don't know which roads he went on, I believe he said it was it's Page Mill or Alpine Road, and these two roads are not essentially very friendly. They're like, the turns are pretty technical. You get a lot of low-speed turns and back-to-back chicanes. So it's not surprising, I guess, but it's also a reason why nobody would recommend going to those roads if you're still new. But perhaps I believe that those roads are like close to his home, so I guess he wanted to just try out one of the new roads, and hopefully he recovers. It didn't look like there was a lot of damage besides a couple of bent pedals and cosmetic fairing damage and all that. So hopefully he does okay. Oh wait, I don't remember where the stopping point is, and I lost these guys. That would really suck. Let's see if I can catch up. Out, in, and out. Gotta practice that all the time. You start out, you go in, you come back out, and you set up, you start out, you go in, and once you see the exit, you can gun it back out, and you end up on the outside, ready for your next turn. Out, come back in, exit, you can go back out. Everything is all looking where you want to go. I mean, a lot of first-time crashes are catching yourself staring at the place you think you're gonna hit, and then you hit it. I mean, it sucks, but that's what happens. So you want to keep your eyes peeled at the exit. You want to look fully through the turn, as far as you can look. And then just control your bike, staying light. I hope I didn't pass the stopping point, because then I'd be lost. This is like 90 miles away from where I live, and it wouldn't be fun getting lost down here. Slow down. I'm starting to really love U-turns. Just because you can set yourself up and you just sit down, relax, and you just let the bike take you on the whole line all the way across the turn, and it's like really smooth. Something I really started noticing once I started to loosen up on the bars. And I guess my guys are stuck behind a car, so I've actually caught up. Kinda. A little more. I have a perfect excuse if they ask me why I fell back. I am talking on the camera, you know. Perfect excuse, but I really think that they're faster than me, or it's not faster. I think that's a bad word to use. More comfortable, more skilled. They have more experience, I guess, I would say. But I'm not going to tell them that. I'll just say I was on the camera and I was talking and I couldn't multitask. I figure that's the perfect excuse to stay. Give myself a reason, you know? But I believe that would be the end of this portion of the road. Considering we're stuck, and if these roads are any twistier, we're not going to have a place to pass. So I guess we'll just practice and enjoy the road. This guy in front of me, Ariel, just bought that suit yesterday, right before we went on the ride. Pretty cool. I would love to have a Chinese jacket or a suit. I mean, however, at this point in time, it's a little too pricey for me. So I will stick with what I have until I get on better standing with financing. I mean, I'm still paying off the bike, so that's where most of my money is going to nowadays. And I don't work a lot since I have school. But that's life, and I'll just spend money on the bike on maintenance and whatever's necessary. And forget the upgrades. I do plan to get in a track day this year. Hopefully I can get that in. I'll plan to take Ariel with me. And the second guy in line right here, Ryan, is also planning to take it too. So probably schedule a time and both all take it together. Where's the rider behind me? I don't know where it went. Left turn. Alright, I think we're done. Come on, rider. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, rider? Where are you? Oh well, I think he knows where he's gonna go anyway, so it's fine. Oh, there they are. He just showed up on my rearview mirror, so he'll be okay. And I believe we are at the end of the ride. This is the Summit Center, I think somewhere in Santa Cruz or around Santa Cruz. End of the ride here. I believe after this they're going to go eat some pho. Vietnamese noodles, and so that was a good ride actually. There's some good runs, some good roads. Surprisingly, no line for the porta potty. Usually everyone's lining up to use that. Oh, I hate slow speed U-turns.
But I'm not impressed, and I'm definitely not excited.